Hello and welcome to the DYCA TV Christmas special with me, Callum Craig.
And me, Chantelle Shackleton.
It's Friday the 20th of December 2013. 5 days till you know what, and I for one am very excited indeed.
Well, I hope you're not too excited to tell the viewers what we've got coming up in today's show.
No, coming up we'll be taking a look at the Jewish festival of Hanukkah.
We'll be taking a look at Advent and finding out how DYCA prepared for Christmas.
As meteorologists predict the worst winter for 60 years, we'll be taking a look at our chances for a white Christmas and how other countries deal with extreme cold.
As the Christmas game console war heats up, we'll be weighing up the new machines from Microsoft, Sony and Nintendo and finding out which of the new consoles will be at the top of their wish list. All this and more, stay tuned.
Now, as we arrive at the end of Block 4, it's clear that a huge amount of effort has gone into creating a memorable Christmas here at DYCA.
We sent our reporters to find out how staff around the Academy prepared for Christmas.
Hi, my name is Isaac Grinnell and I'm finding out how staff members in DYCA prepare for Christmas. And here I have Miss Bowell. So, Miss Bowell, how do you are the form time coordinator, how do you and the forms prepare for Christmas?
Well, we've got a big thing this year where we're doing the pantomime competition. So all the forms will be asked to create their own pantomime and that will be judged in week 5 of this block. I know that Mr Parrish is the current winner of that, and at the moment he's really working very hard to try and keep that trophy.
So how is support for learning preparing for Christmas?
Well, we're doing two things. Team leaders as we were, or house parents as we are, we always do something for the Christmas assembly. So at this time of year we've got a bit of work to do in preparing ourselves for that.
Christmas time is the busiest time for the Performing Arts department because there's so much going on all the time. We of course have the end of school assembly, which we're always heavily involved with no matter what time of year it is. But in addition to that, we've got our Christmas concert on Tuesday, where we have the staff pantomime, we have lots of dance, music, the choir sings.
Very, very, very busy time in the kitchens at DYCA. Lots to organise for all the students, lots to do. Turkey to buy, 110 kilos of that, which is a vast amount. 120 kilos of roast potatoes, thousands of mince pies.
I work for the facilities team, and basically we've been preparing for Christmas and all the major do's and events that we've got in the academy just before coming up to Christmas, which involves everything from getting all Christmas trees prepared in all those main halls and the Moist Centre. We've also had the graduation, which has been a major event with setups and all sorts of staging, etc. going up. And now we've got coming up the end of year event, which involves setting the main hall up, the main sports hall for the end of year celebrations.
We've got the choir going out, delivering performances to lots of communities in the area of Seacroft, Gipton and in the city centre as well. We go up to Tesco, we go to retirement homes, and we do lots of things like that. So it is a very, very busy time for us.
All the girls, my staff, we really look forward to Christmas. Enjoy it. It's a very, very special time of the year at DYCA.
But in terms of our support for students, Christmas, although it should be a happy time for most people, Christmas for some people is actually very difficult because many young people live in some difficult circumstances. And because Christmas is a time where everyone else seems happy and are going to be with family and maybe getting presents and looking forward to exciting times, for a chunk of our children, they're not looking for that. They're actually going to be unhappy. And so we prepare by expecting that to happen and then helping the children for whom that becomes the case. And for those who we know it's the case, we plan certain activities to try to make Christmas a pleasure for them.
Advent is a period of 4 Sundays before Christmas. In Latin, Advent means coming. So Advent marks the coming of Jesus into the world.
There are many ways in which Christians count down Advent, but the most popular is with a calendar or by lighting candles.
We have all heard of advent calendars, but in Germany they use a wreath of fir with 24 bags or boxes hanging from it, each one containing a little present for every day.
In churches, wreaths are laid outside with 4 candles around the outside and one in the middle.
Each candle has a different meaning in Christianity.
The first represents Isaiah and the other prophets in the Bible that predicted the coming of Jesus.
The second represents the Bible.
The third represents Mary.
And the fourth one represents John the Baptist, who was Jesus' cousin, who told the people in Israel to get ready for Jesus' teaching.
The final candle, or the middle one, is lit on Christmas Day and represents Jesus, the light of the world.
Now, as you may have heard, the big tech companies have released a new generation of games consoles in time for Christmas.
And everyone seems to have a different opinion about whether the Sony PS4, Xbox One or Wii U is the best.
Let's see if we can solve the debate once and for all.
Earlier this block, 2 powerful companies went head-to-head in a battle for supremacy in the next-gen console war. Microsoft's Xbox One and Sony's PlayStation 4 were just released a week apart at the end of November. Both consoles have drummed up a lot of hype, and people all across the world have been waiting anxiously for the final release date. Unfortunately, the Xbox One has received some bad press due to players feeling that their privacy could be invaded. This was because of Microsoft policies, such as making it necessary to keep the console on at all times, to have the console on the internet continuously, and also making it mandatory to keep the Kinect plugged in at all times. This led to a big revolt, and many players decided that they would jump ship to Sony's latest offering, the PlayStation 4. The PlayStation 4 is seen as the console for gamers. Like Microsoft's media powerhouse, the PlayStation 4 focuses on the gamers rather than trying to be one-fits-all media serve. This has pleased gamers and has led to the PlayStation 4 to become the fastest ever selling console in the UK. But people seem to have forgotten about the other next-gen console that appeared months before these powerhouses, the Nintendo Wii U. After a slow start, Nintendo's latest innovation is starting to pick up the pace with a whole host of Nintendo exclusive games on the way. The future is looking bright for the makers of Mario. The touchscreen gamepad offers players to engage in the game like they've never before. Hotly anticipated games such as Super Mario 3D World, The Legend of Zelda, Donkey Kong, and even Ubisoft's Watch Dogs are on course to pull in gamers. So which one do you choose? It seems that it is just a matter of taste, but generally, if you want something that will play games as well as allow you access to lots of online entertainment, and if you like the gesture control, then the Xbox One may be the one for you. If you are a no-nonsense gamer who just wants to play the games, then the PlayStation 4 will be your console of choice. If, however, you want to be entertained and think the game is more important than the graphics, and are bored of traditional gamepads, then the Wii U is your best fit. Reporting for DYCA TV, my name is Ethan Parker.
Has to be the PlayStation 4.
Why is that? Why the PlayStation 4? Why not the Xbox One or the Wii U?
Several reasons. I've always had a PlayStation. I prefer the console, I prefer the brand, I prefer the controller. It fits nicely in my hand, it's very simple, it's very easy to use. With the PlayStation 4 though, it's got DDR RAM inside it, 8GB I believe, and that's the most powerful RAM available at the moment, and none of the other consoles will come close to comparing with the RAM that the PlayStation 4 will have. Well, it'll just allow the games to run smoother, better games, faster games, and more graphically intense games.
It's a close call. I'm interested in the PS4 because I have a PS3 and I enjoy it a lot, more as a media server, as a kind of way of watching films and stuff. But the console I'm really looking forward to, I really want, is the Wii U. Yeah, well, for me it's about the games as opposed to the hardware. I know that the PS4 and the Microsoft One are superior to the Wii U in terms of the graphic power and in terms of the processing and stuff like that. But the chance, I'm a child of the 80s, and the chance to play Mario in HD is just really exciting for me, particularly Mario Kart. And I like the Mario Galaxy series, so the chance to play sort of 3D platformers on a big HD telly is very exciting to me.
Earlier this month, millions of Jews around the world celebrated Hanukkah, the Festival of Lights.
The festival celebrates a period in Jewish history over 2,500 years ago when the Jewish Holy Temple was taken over by King Antiochus, who ordered the Jews to convert or face death.
The Jews resisted, and a small group of rebels called the Maccabees fought back and recaptured the temple.
They discovered, however, that there was only enough oil in the holy light to keep it burning for one day.
But miraculously it burned for 8. This is why Jews light the menorah, 1 candle per day for 8 days.
Jews mark the festival by eating food cooked in oil, giving presents 1 per day for 8 days.
So if you're Jewish, this is probably your favourite festival.
We'd like to wish a happy Hanukkah to all our Jewish friends. Now, as you may have heard, the UK is expecting an unusually cold winter that could potentially be record-breaking.
Although this increases our chances of White Christmas, it will also be a reminder of how difficult it can be for many people when snow hits the UK.
We decided to take a look at previous record-breaking winters and also how other countries deal with extreme cold.
As you finalise your preparations for Christmas, you will also need to prepare for what is expected to be the worst winter since 1947. The latest detailed forecasts point towards the month of heavy snow and extreme cold, and is extremely likely that the snow will hit the whole country. Although snow looks beautiful and offers the opportunity to take out the sledge and build snowmen, it does, however, cause havoc across the country. Planes have to be landed, trains stop running, a whole transport system creaks to a halt because of a little bit of snow. But it is not just for our transport system that takes a knock. Economists worry that because people are getting late to their workplaces and the business may have to close, it will potentially give our already fragile economy another blow. That should add to the January blues. But why then? Does our country struggle with even the slightest of snowfall when other countries seem to cope so well? Scandinavia is a group of 3 countries in Northern Europe, Norway, Sweden and Finland. During December they normally hit temperature of about minus 15 degrees. That's enough to give you more than just a cold. Canada sees a lot of white stuff. In fact, it is fairly normal for the temperature to be below minus 15 degrees during the month of December. The record low for Canada during this month is a shivering minus 30 degrees. Talk about living in a freezer. One of the reasons UK struggles with snow simply comes down to the cost. In order to be prepared for the snow, equipment such as gritting vehicles need to operate, and this becomes very costly. Logistically, it is also very difficult to store large amount of grit, as it is very bulky and requires a lot of space. Winter in UK is considered to only become a serious issue on rare occasions, as most winters we can only see light snow. This is different to Canada, where cold weather and snow is as Canadian as the maple leaf on the flag. So the argument is that the UK does not need to invest a lot of money for cold weather, as it is not that bad weather compared to other countries. So this year, instead of complaining, let's enjoy the snow. But remember to stay safe and wrap up warm. It's going to be a frosty one. Reporting for DYCA TV, my name is Sonika Khan.
Now love them or hate them, you can't escape from Christmas songs.
Every year the Christmas hit CDs come out and we all get sick and tired of hearing the classics over and over again.
But which one is your favourite? We sent our reporters to find out. Hello, I'm Callum.
And I'm Lorna.
And we're going to find out today the favourite Christmas songs of staff and students.
Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Dun dun dun, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. And that's all you're getting.
White Christmas, because the old songs and they're very fun.
I agree with you, the old songs are the best.
When I was young, when I was 16 years old, Wham were huge, and they brought out Last Christmas. So to my eternal shame, it's Wham.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh
What's your favourite Christmas song, miss?
That would be All Holy Night.
Thanks.
My favourite Christmas song is Proper Crimbo by Bo Selector.
What's your favourite Christmas song?
One by Slade.
Why do you like it?
Because of the shouty bit. It's Christmas!
Wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year!
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
All I want for Christmas.
All I want for Christmas is you, baby.
I love Greg Blake's version of I Believe in Father Christmas.
Oh, I wish it could be Christmas every day, when the kids start singing and the band begins to play. Oh, I wish it could be Christmas every day, let the bells ring out for Christmas. Well, what is your favourite Christmas song, Callum?
I like Last Christmas by Wham. How about you?
Oh, that's a very good song, but I like Fairy Tale of New York better.
Oh, that one's rude. Well, that's all we've got time for.
On behalf of everyone here at DYCA TV, we'd like to wish you a happy Christmas.
And a successful new year.
Goodbye.